This might be the craziest thing that I have ever said here on camera, but GameStop just changed the way you're gonna make money on Wall Street forever. Yeah, that's right. What just happened with GameStop? It's gonna set in motion a new era of trading that will empower the everyday at-home investor like you from this day forward. I mean, I have never been more excited. I am jacked up right now at the ability to make money at home trading. All right, if you've ever wanted to get ahead in the markets, and I mean truly get ahead, then you're gonna wanna listen up. There is a ton to unpack here, so let's dive right in. So I'm sure by now you've heard the basic story with GameStop, all right? On one hand, you had the big money hedge funds on Wall Street who thought GameStop was basically the next blockbuster video. So in other words, they thought this company was going bust, was going to zero. And to make money off that downside bearish view, they shorted the stock, okay? They were positioned to make money as GameStop went lower and lower and lower. Now, as long as Wall Street has existed, this sort of like big money, hedge fund, corner office type power, it typically won, all right? But now the tables have turned. The millennials and the Zoomers of the world, they just cracked Wall Street's code. All right, I mean, thanks to message boards like Wall Street Bets and their 5 million followers, all with Robinhood accounts, they all decided to start buying GameStop. And this changed the game in a meaningful way. Because what happened, as you know, GameStop started not moving down, but moving up and up and up and up and up. And this, when you see this happening, if you're short GameStop, you start getting nervous. So when a short is going against you, all of the people who were short covered their position. And as a result, this new short covering squeezed GameStop even higher. Soon, GameStop was this rocket ship, and thing is up 800% in 1 week, maybe even more if you count the pre-market trading, right? So what you have is everyday investors, all right? They took Wall Street's playbook and they used it against them, and they won. So just imagine the two sides of this story, all right? On one side, you have the average everyday trader, the guy who, who's watching CNBC, he's dabbling in a stock pick or two, and then all of a sudden, his 200 shares of GameStop, they're blasting to the freaking moon, all right? For the first time ever, millions of everyday traders are experiencing for the first time what it feels like to be part of Wall Street's elite, okay? Then on the other side, right, you got Wall Street's hedge funds, and these guys are taking it on the chin. I mean, just imagine the conversations happening in the boardrooms right now. I'm going to do my old man voice here. Like, oh, Mortimer, this is blasphemy, right? I mean, and what's worse, these guys are crying about it like little babies. I mean, oh, poor rich guy. You can't fuel up your helicopter to take to the Hamptons this weekend? Oh, poor guy. I mean, boo frickin' who? You gotta cancel your order for your second yacht? Oh, feel for you, man. I mean, what just happened? I mean, the little guy just flexed on Wall Street using their own playbook, and the little guys are making themselves millions. And damn, it feels so good. I mean, that's why for you, this story is so revolutionary, because nothing quite like this has ever happened before. The at-home trader just unlocked the secret to getting rich. All right, now we all know, sure, Bubbles on Wall Street, they come and go all the time. I mean, I'm getting people texting me like, this is the tulip mania. I mean, the tulip mania, really? I mean, we're talking a handful of Dutch farmers in the 17th century gathering at taverns to trade flower bulbs. Now, let's get into the modern era with this. And that leads to the last big major bubble, which is the dot-com bubble. I mean, remember that? I'm sure you did. Well, guess what? Wall Street was in on that bubble. Remember all the strong buy ratings on WorldCom or the strong buy ratings on Enron? Yeah, that really ended well. All right, fine. Well, let's talk about how about the housing bubble? I mean, remember those clever interest-only loans that put someone making 45 grand a year into a $1.5 million house? Well, guess what? The Wall Street banks created that bubble too. I mean, so let's not vilify market bubbles here. All right, the better question is GameStop truly being manipulated? All right, let's dive into that, all right? Let's look at the definition of market manipulation. Here, pull that up. It is defined as a type of market abuse where there is a deliberate attempt to interfere with the free and fair operation of the market and create false or misleading appearances with respect to the price of a security. When I read that definition, I don't really see that happening here. I mean, interference with the free market? No, there's just guys on a message board saying, buy this stock. I mean, create false appearances to a price? No, I don't see that either. In fact, many of these posts are openly admitting that GameStop's price is crazy high. So nobody's hiding that fact. Everything about GameStop is posted on a public forum for anyone to see. If anything, you have brokerages who are not allowing traders to buy GameStop, I mean, which actually pushed it lower for a couple days. That's the real manipulation that we could argue has happened here. But really, this leads into this question, okay? Doesn't a big move like this hurt some innocent people with retirement accounts or pension funds? All right, so let's think about this logically for a second, all right? Let's say your sweet old grandma Nana, all right? She's a retired school teacher. She taught for 30 years, and most likely she owns stocks like Johnson & Johnson and Campbell's Soup, all right? In other words, her retirement account is not tied to some super speculative hedge fund that's shorting GameStop. So give me a break with that, all right? Is GameStop a one and done situation? Okay. That is the question, and that's where things get really interesting. All right, the way I see things with this GameStop situation, this story is only getting started. I mean, what just happened with GameStop, this is the tip of the iceberg. I mean, it's going to set in motion a new era of how you can make money on Wall Street. And I got to tell you, I am so excited for you because the profit potential going forward, it's enormous. I mean, now let me be clear, all right? The short sellers of the world, they're not the bad guys, all right? Wall Street has to have a buyer and a seller. They create liquidity. And the message board bros, I mean, they're not really the heroes either. They're just talking about their opinion on stocks. That's totally fine, right? The big takeaway here is that for the first time in history, the playing field has now been leveled. Everyone from the beginning trader to the billion-dollar hedge fund manager, they now have the exact same advantage. And that's exactly why I'm so jacked up and I'm so excited to invite you to join me inside the War Room. The War Room is my live, real-time trading room. So every day there's hundreds of like-minded traders who all gather to achieve one common goal, and that's to make winning trades. And speaking of winning trades, we've been on fire. In January of 2021, 1 month, all right, we just hit 58 winners against 6 losers. I mean, it's a 91% trading accuracy. So think about this, right? If you started with us in May of 2019, you could have grown a $10,000 trading account into over $120,000 in just 1 year. And I got to tell you, that's following every single trade, the winners and also the losers. And often we're doubling our money or more overnight. Remember, I came from the Apple computer pit on the CBOE. I was on Wall Street's inside. And I walked away and created the War Room because I wanted a way to empower individual investors like never before. And that's why I'm so excited, because today, thanks to GameStop of all companies, the trading revolution has started. Thanks to GameStop, the day has come for you to cash in. Right now, inside the War Room, I just released a couple of my latest short squeeze picks. All three of them are basically like what was happening on GameStop. They were heavily shorted, they're inexpensive, and all three of them could explode fast. I mean, just think of the message boards start talking about the next GameStop. And imagine if they start latching on to these three picks that I just released. I mean, look out if that happens. These three plays could be the next companies to experience massive, massive upside moves. And today, I want to share them with you, okay? And the way to do that is live in real time inside the War Room. I mean, when you come in, that's where you're going to get all my best trades. I'll tell you exactly what to buy, when to buy it. I'll tell you exactly when to sell. And whatever is happening that particular day in Wall Street, or even that hour, or even that minute, I will always keep you fully informed. So here's the big takeaway, all right? Thanks to GameStop, for the first time in your life, ordinary everyday traders can now experience the thrill of feeling what it's like to be a Wall Street pro. And that's why I'm inviting you to join me today and enter the War Room. Now, in the spirit of GameStop, we have a special introductory offer for all new War Room traders. It's a performance guarantee that's just going to blow you away. Now, I don't want to spoil the surprise for you, so everything is outlined for you in my new training video, which is called Overnight Trades. Now, overnight trades are what I call one of my favorite and one of my most profitable trading strategies. In my training video, I reveal the entire method for you. It's totally free for you to watch. Click this link below and you could start the video right away. And then you're going to see for yourself the most insane performance guarantee you've ever seen. And when it's all said and done, you can begin a new training journey first thing tomorrow. And when that happens, I very much look forward to seeing you with me inside the War Room. Click below and let's do this.